Lily and Max had always dreamed of going on an adventure. They had read countless books about brave explorers who ventured into the unknown, discovering hidden places and mysterious creatures. But now, for the first time, their dream was coming true. They were going to visit the Amazon rainforest. Lily and Max's parents were biologists, and they had been invited to study the wildlife deep in the heart of the rainforest. When they told Lily and Max about the trip, the children could hardly believe their luck. A whole week in the Amazon. It felt like a dream. The day they arrived, the rainforest was even more amazing than they had imagined. The trees were tall and green, stretching high into the sky, and the air was filled with the sounds of birds singing and insects buzzing. The sunlight filtered through the thick canopy, creating a magical, greenish glow on the forest floor. "This is incredible," Max whispered as they stepped off the boat onto the forest trail. Lily nodded in agreement. "It's like we've stepped into one of our adventure books." Their parents were busy setting up camp and getting ready for their work, but Lily and Max couldn't wait to start exploring. With their parents' permission, they set off down a narrow path, promising to stay close and be back before dark. The path wound through the dense jungle, the leaves brushing against their arms as they walked. Everywhere they looked, there were new things to see. Colorful birds flitting from branch to branch, strange insects crawling along the ground, and enormous trees that looked like they had been there for hundreds of years. "Look at that." Lily pointed to a bright blue butterfly that fluttered past them. It was as big as her hand. Max grinned. "This is the best adventure ever." They continued down the path, their eyes wide with wonder. But soon they noticed something unusual. The sound of the birds had quieted, and the forest felt strangely still. "Do you hear that?" Lily asked, stopping in her tracks. Max shook his head. "I don't hear anything." "Exactly," Lily said, looking around nervously. "It's too quiet." Suddenly, there was a rustling sound in the bushes ahead of them. Lily and Max froze, their hearts pounding. "What was that?" Max whispered. Before Lily could answer, a small animal burst out of the bushes and scurried across the path. It was a monkey, its fur a bright golden color. It stopped in front of them, staring at them with wide, curious eyes. "A monkey!" Max exclaimed, his fear melting away. The monkey tilted its head, then darted off into the trees, its tail swinging as it disappeared into the foliage. "Should we follow it?" Lily asked, excited now. Max nodded eagerly. "Let's go." The two of them ran after the monkey, laughing as they weaved through the trees. The monkey was fast, but Lily and Max kept up, their excitement growing with every step. They hadn't noticed how far they had wandered from the path. Suddenly, the monkey stopped at the edge of a large clearing. In the center of the clearing was something neither of them had ever seen before. "What is that?" Lily asked, her voice full of wonder. In the middle of the clearing stood an ancient stone structure. It looked like a small temple, its walls covered in vines and moss. The stones were worn and cracked, but it was clear that the building had been there for a very long time. "We've found a hidden temple," Max said, his eyes wide with excitement. The monkey sat on top of the temple, watching them as if waiting for them to come closer. "Do you think anyone else knows about this?" Lily asked, walking toward the temple. Max shook his head. "I don't think so. This could be our secret discovery." They approached the temple cautiously, their hearts racing with excitement. The entrance was dark and mysterious, but they could see carvings on the stone walls, strange symbols and pictures that told a story they didn't understand. "This is amazing," Lily whispered, running her fingers over the carvings. Max stepped inside, shining his flashlight around the dark interior. The walls were covered in the same mysterious carvings, and in the center of the room was a large stone table. On the table lay a small, wooden box. "Look at this," Max called, his voice echoing in the small space. Lily joined him, her eyes wide as she saw the box. It was covered in dust, but it looked like it hadn't been touched in years. "Do you think we should open it?" Max asked, hesitating for a moment. Lily nodded, her curiosity getting the better of her. "Let's see what's inside." Max carefully lifted the lid of the box, And inside, they found something incredible, a map drawn on a piece of old, yellowed paper. "It's a treasure map," Max said, his voice full of excitement. The map showed a path leading deeper into the rainforest, with an X marking a spot far beyond where they had explored. "We have to follow it," Lily said, her eyes shining with excitement. This is the adventure of a lifetime. With the map in hand, they set off into the jungle once more, ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. They had no idea what they would find at the end of the path, but one thing was certain: this adventure would be one they would never forget.